In the ever-evolving landscape of manufacturing, understanding your production capabilities is not just a nice-to-have, it's a necessity. Today, we're diving into the concept of practical capacity, a term that might sound a bit technical, but is essential for any business aiming to thrive in this fast-paced environment. So, what exactly is practical capacity? At its core, practical capacity refers to the maximum output a facility can produce. Considering the real-world constraints of resources and operations, imagine a factory that has 10 machines, each capable of producing 100 units an hour. Sounds impressive, right? But wait, that's not the whole picture. We need to account for the fact that machines don't run 24/7 without a hitch. There's maintenance, unexpected breakdowns, and, let's not forget, the human element, employee availability, skill levels, and even the occasional coffee break. So if our factory can run at full tilt for only 8 hours a day due to these constraints, the practical capacity drops significantly. Instead of the theoretical maximum of 80,000 units a week, we might be looking at a much more realistic number. Let's say 40,000 units. This is where practical capacity becomes a game changer. It gives businesses a realistic framework for planning their production schedules, allocating resources, and ultimately, meeting customer demands. Now, why should businesses care about knowing their practical capacity? Well, there are several compelling reasons. First and foremost, it helps with resource allocation. Understanding how much you can realistically produce allows you to distribute labor and machinery effectively. You wouldn't want to schedule a production run that exceeds your capacity and end up with bottlenecks that frustrate your team and delay deliveries. Speaking of delivery, knowing your practical capacity is crucial for production planning. It's about creating accurate schedules that align with your ability to deliver on time. This is vital for customer satisfaction. If you promise a delivery date based on an inflated idea of what you can produce, you risk disappointing your customers and damaging your reputation. And let's not overlook cost control. By optimizing practical capacity, businesses can minimize waste and enhance profitability. When you understand your limits, you can work towards maximizing efficiency and reducing costs. It's a win-win situation. Now, let's take a look at a practical example. Picture a widget manufacturing company with a machine that produces 100 widgets per hour. However, due to maintenance and other constraints, the machine operates for only 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Their practical capacity is 4,000 widgets a week. This knowledge allows them to allocate resources wisely and avoid overcommitting. They can streamline processes, identify inefficiencies, and ultimately produce more, without stretching their resources too thin. But here's where it gets interesting. Practical capacity is often confused with theoretical capacity. Theoretical capacity represents the maximum output under ideal conditions, like a perfect world where machines never break down and every employee shows up for work. It's an idealized concept that doesn't reflect the reality of day-to-day operations. Practical capacity, on the other hand, is grounded in reality. It takes into account all the bumps in the road that can affect production. Understanding the difference between these two concepts is crucial for effective planning. Theoretical capacity might give you a lofty goal to strive for, but practical capacity is the guide that helps you navigate the realities of production. Now, let's talk about the role of technology in enhancing practical capacity. In today's world, technology is a powerful ally. Automation, robotics, and artificial intelligence can significantly boost efficiency. For instance, automating repetitive tasks can free up human resources for more complex tasks, ultimately increasing output. Imagine using AI to analyze data from your machines. It can predict when a machine is likely to fail, allowing you to perform maintenance before a breakdown occurs. This proactive approach minimizes downtime and keeps your production line humming along. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Companies face challenges in managing their practical capacity. Supply chain disruptions, fluctuating demand, and labor shortages can throw a wrench in the works. For instance, Think about the impact of a raw material shortage on a manufacturing line. It can lead to delays and decrease your practical capacity. Moreover, the relationship between practical capacity and customer demand is critical. If your practical capacity doesn't align with customer demand, you're in trouble. Underestimating demand can lead to stockouts, while overestimating can result in excess inventory and wasted resources. Businesses must be agile, ready to adjust their practical capacity based on market changes. This might mean hiring additional staff during peak seasons, investing in new equipment, or even outsourcing production to meet demand. So, how can businesses maintain and improve their practical capacity over time? Regular maintenance is key. Keeping equipment in top shape prevents unexpected breakdowns. Training and development of employees also play a vital role. A well-trained workforce is more efficient and can adapt to changes quickly. Continuous improvement is another crucial strategy. Businesses should regularly evaluate their processes and look for ways to optimize them. This could involve adopting lean manufacturing principles, which focus on minimizing waste while maximizing productivity. Investing in technology is also essential. Whether it's upgrading machinery or implementing new software systems, the right technology can significantly enhance practical capacity. And let's not forget about collaboration. Partnering with suppliers and other businesses can help share resources and expertise, further boosting capacity. As we wrap up, remember that practical capacity isn't just a number. It's a vital metric that can determine the success of your manufacturing operations. Understanding and optimizing it can lead to better resource allocation, improved production planning, cost control, and ultimately, higher customer satisfaction. In a world where customer expectations are constantly evolving, businesses that can navigate the complexities of practical capacity will be the ones that thrive. So, take a closer look at your operations. Are you leveraging your practical capacity to its fullest potential? If not, it's time to make some changes. The landscape of manufacturing is competitive, and those who adapt will lead the way. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of practical capacity. Let's keep the conversation going.